I love the DJIs, but they just don't have that same feeling as you are the drone. They go pretty much anywhere, get about 3-minute flight time with them. It's super fun. I've been flying for about 4 years, and we really try and promote really that fun, inviting atmosphere. I tell anybody that comes into our shop that's never flown a drone before, you're getting a family along with this. We have probably about 40 pilots just in and around our shop. Colorado is a huge FPV community. You'll probably find Florida, Texas, California, and New York are probably the other big states for FPV. We build everything from the little tiny guys up to big 7, 10, and that refers to the prop size, 7-inch, 10-inch class drones that are quite large. It's really cheap to get into these guys. You can get a kit for just under $400. That's going to come with everything you need to get in the air. And then your goggles and remote are the 2 universal pieces. You can crash as you see, and it's not going to hurt it. I fly in Trim King's face all the time and never hurt him. He has one time shaved a little bit off the end of my nose, but that was just because I deserved it. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that it's just a ton of fun. Everybody that sees this is just like, what are you doing? We go to parks a lot of times, and it's just amazing to be able to throw a little battery on a drone, rip around some trees. You know, the bigger ones are even a lot more fun, as you may saw yesterday. Racing is a big part of it as well. So, you know, we're just trying to build not only our small business out of Federal Heights, but we're also trying to really build the community education. You know, when I asked about the trust certification in 107, we do 107 training in our shop in a classroom environment, so you're not doing it at home on your own. So that's kind of I think, an advantage for us, because you get a lot more questions and, well, what about this, what about that? So, but yeah, for us, it's all about having fun and building. Just, you know, everybody has their own building aesthetic. They all like to do things differently. Like, I go for really ultra light drones. My partner back there actually flies 3D, which is a whole nother, like, I think I'm a good pilot, but that boggles my mind in the sense that he can fly this way, flip himself upside down, and still can continue vertical flight. So he's flying upside down and holds it. So if you know, like, helicopters can fly 3D, that's the same idea. I can't do it. Like, I can fly, but no, 3D, no way. So yeah, you know, we're just trying to get our name out there. We're trying to grow and, you know, show people how much fun FPV can really be.
All right. Dave, I don't know if you mentioned, but you're tier 1 with multi-GP, right?
Yeah.
Which is huge.
Yeah, I can talk about that a little bit. So Multi-GP is a global organization that we have different chapters that are established. We have 3 chapters here in Colorado. We have the Other Guys group, we have the FOCO group, which is Fort Collins, and then we have the Full Send ADP Denver group. There's only 2 chapters in Colorado that are that are tier 1 status, meaning that we can run a global qualifying track, so any pilot can go run that track and qualify against everyone around the world. And once a year, we go out to Muncie, Indiana for the championship. Colorado has, I think, 14 different pilots in the top 50, and that's a global ranking. When they do the invitational and you come out to that main event, there's hundreds of thousands of dollars for wins. So you're able to take the prize home. These kids, T-Dog, one of our fastest pilots, he's 13th in the world. He's 17 years old. He can fly this thing twice as fast as what I can fly, and it boggles my mind when I watch him fly. I'm like, I wish I had that hand-and-eye coordination that he has. So we're really working closely with the Colorado UAS Club to set up that BV event or BV location so that anybody can come out and fly a global qualifier track. We're also going to be setting up some freestyle, so that's another type of FPV where you're diving buildings, going through trees. It's not necessarily a race orientation. So we really want to push BV to be the location opportunities for freestyle and racing. And with the amount of land that they've got to do it, I mean, it's going to be amazing. I'm super, super excited for that.
We're famous for high altitude helicopter testing, and now let's do high altitude drone racing. Awesome. Next, Ron Bell, are you around? Where'd Ron go? Ron.
Thank you.
Ron, we're ready for you. So, drone geoscience, it was really cool. We